Introduction to Part 2. As Part 1 concludes, Mark stands at a critical crossroads, his present burdened by the weight of economic collapse, personal responsibility, and the gnawing threat of homelessness. Haunted by memories of a reckless youth and suffocated by the bleak realities of his adulthood, he receives an eviction notice, pushing him to the edge. His moral compass, once a source of pride, now feels like a chain, and he is tempted by the seductive yet vile thought of returning to his old ways, a desperate heist to solve his immediate problems. The part ends with Mark caught in a moral dilemma, the desperation whispering, yes, setting the stage for Part 2, where he must confront the echoes of his past and decide whether to cross the line that separates survival from moral compromise. Part 2. The Ghosts of Choice. That night, as Mark lay on his threadbare mattress, the room spinning with exhaustion and doubt, something shifted. The air grew thick, like the city itself was breathing. In the dim light, a figure materialized at the foot of his bed, a younger version of himself, cocky and carefree, with a mischievous grin and a leather jacket slung over one shoulder. "Look at you, man," the past self said, his voice dripping with charm. "All hunched over like the world's ending. Remember when we owned the night? Those run through the alleys, the adrenaline high. We were kings, untouchable. This life you're living, it's a trap. Come on, let's break free. One job, and you're set. No more scraping by. Freedom's calling, just like old times." Mark sat up, his heart pounding. The past self was magnetic, a mirror of everything he'd buried, but there was a naivety to him, a glossed-over recklessness that ignored the fallout. "It's not that simple," Mark muttered, though a part of him yearned for that simplicity. Before he could respond fully, another apparition emerged from the shadows, a future self, weathered and gaunt, with lines etched deep into his face like cracks in concrete. This version of Mark was in his 40s, dressed in faded work clothes, his eyes heavy with regret. He could have been successful, Mark thought, but instead he looked broken, as if life had grounded him down. "Don't listen to him," the future self warned, his voice gravelly and tired. "That path leads nowhere. I know. I walked it. The quick fixes, the thrills, they chain you. I ended up here, alone, with nothing but regrets. Sure, you might get a win now, but it'll cost you everything. Your integrity, your relationships, your soul. Is that what you want? Or could you build something real, even in this mess?" The two of them faced off, and Mark found himself caught in their crossfire. It was as if his mind had fractured, each version pulling at him like opposing tides. "You talk about consequences," the past self shot back, smirking. "But what's the alternative? Sit here and rot? We were alive back then, free, no strings. Immediate gratification. That's the key. Forget the future. It's a lie they sell to keep you in line." The future self shook his head, his expression weary. "And that's the trap. Freedom without purpose is just chaos. I chose the easy way once, and it led to tonight alone, wondering what if. You think you're escaping now. You're just delaying the pain. Mark, you have a choice. Don't let me become you." Mark pressed his palms to his eyes, the room swirling. "Who are you both? Am I just echoes of what I was, or can I change? What if you're both wrong?" The debate raged on, exposing his deepest fears. The past self promised escape, the thrill of the hunt, the simplicity of living for today. The future self spoke of regret, of a half-lived life, urging him toward a harder path of growth and redemption. Torn between them, Mark questioned everything. Was his past the truth, a siren call he couldn't ignore? Or was the future a warning, a glimpse of what integrity could build despite the pain.